Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys are having a really good weekend. Today I'm going to be doing a video all about my Chanel brooches. Now, and how I store my pieces. So I'm going to get right into the brooches, and then I'll show you how I store them afterwards, okay? So, starting with the very first piece, I have 5 brooches in total. And one of them is I actually purchased pre-loved. So I'm going to start with my pre-loved feet piece first, and then I'll get right into the other ones. Okay, so the very first piece that I have is a piece that, again, I purchased pre-loved. So it is this gold chain Interlocking Cc. Okay, this is a huge pin. All right, so if I put it on white, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that is. I should have worn it tonight, but I didn't. But so anyway, so this is a this is a piece that I purchased pre-loved, and the reason I wanted it is because, I don't know, look at that. How gorgeous is that? This is actually one of my more favorite pins of the 5 that I have, mostly because it is very low maintenance. There aren't any pearls, any stones, anything that can get loose or fall out or fall off, and it does make quite the statement for me. So for me, when I wear this piece, I know that when most people hear brooches, they think, you know, it's more for older people or whatnot. And personally, I like to use them to dress up my wardrobe because it really does dress up a jacket. Okay, I will also put this on a belt and use it at the waist of one of my dresses. I will put this on one of my knit caps in the winter and use it to accessorize. Yeah, so there are just so many ways that you can wear brooches, and I just think that they're, again, a nice piece that you can multi-purpose. Okay, so that's my first piece. All right, the very first piece that I purchased, the very first brooch that I bought was this Camilla Pin. And it's, again, I wanted, when I first purchased this brooch, or when I was going down the brooch road, if you will, I wanted something that was subtle and, I don't know, just something that I could wear to work and not necessarily have it be so obvious. Okay, so that's the reason I wanted this one. It is a pale gold Camilla brooch, and I love the little pearl in the middle with all the little tiny pearls along the edging, and there are tiny teeny tiny crystals also, so it makes it a little bit sparkly. So very, very subtle, and again, on my jacket makes a statement for me. Okay. Ooh. I would put them all on, but it's a little much. Okay, so the next brooch I purchased, oh, and this is like a 2-inch brooch, so it's a very nice size. All right, so the next brooch I purchased was right after, I believe it was like the runway of 2016, 2015, or I don't remember. Maybe it was late 2014. But this was actually a runway piece. It is a pale gold. If you can see that there's interlocking gold or interwoven gold with pearl in the interlocking CCs. So I like this one a lot because it is a different pearl brooch. And again, it's very subtle, especially against white, but if you put it against pink, see how gorgeous is that? All right, So one of the things that you guys, that you have to keep in mind when wearing the brooches, because they are heavier weight, if you wear them with a lighter weight material, like my blouse underneath this, it will fall off. So I was actually out at dinner one evening and I had worn one of my brooches, and because the weight was so heavy, it actually came undone. And I thought there was something wrong with the brooch, so I brought it back into Chanel, into the boutique, and they said, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's doing everything it's supposed to. It's just that it's not really made for lightweight type material, because of the weight of the brooch. So I typically wear it on a like a blazer or something that's a little bit heavier. But if I do wear it with something like this, then I will actually clip it or pin it to my bra strap. So anyway, so that's just something that I do, because after that first time that it fell, and I was just lucky that it fell into my lap, and I didn't actually lose it, because I've heard some stories of some people actually losing their brooches, and they are not cheap. So yeah, anyways, so this is the brooch that actually I wore to dinner and it fell. It is the Interlocking Ccs with, it has like that cutout in the middle, which I love. So one of the things, and this is the one that fell, because it is a nice weight to it. Okay, it actually, oh, see, I like that, because like with the cutout in the middle of the thing, you can actually see it behind something that I'm wearing. See, it makes quite the statement. Yep. And you can actually wear like some of these brooches together if you wanted to. Like you could totally do something like, I don't know how you would do it, but you could totally do, you know, like do a cluster of them, if you will. And I'll show you that in a second. Or you can wear like this, because there are two. Because this is pearl and pale gold, and this is pearl and pale gold. So you could totally wear them together if you wanted to, if I felt like it. So, all right. And so the last brooch that I have is this one. And this is a 1-inch brooch. And I wanted something, I knew that I wanted a crystal brooch that was a little bit more, that was a little bit smaller than this one that I had. But I don't know, I just wanted something a little bit different. Not that these are horribly different, but I just wanted something a little bit different. So I could totally wear these together. And if I did something like that, if I wore them together like that, you know, and just kind of interlock the CCs a little bit somehow, I could, you know, I could do that. Do it that way. See? That would be cute. Or I could just like totally like stack them around that way. That's pretty too. So anyways, so those are the brooches that I have. And now how I store them. I actually have this little case that sits on my vanity, and I picked this up at I forget where, but I got this case, and I like how it has like all these windows around so I can actually see them. I know that some people will actually keep their brooches in the little boxes, and that's great, but for me, I need to be able to see my pieces. Otherwise, I will totally forget what I have, and I know it's one of those out of sight, out of mind type of a things, for me anyways. So like if I'm getting ready, I need to be able to see what I have, kind of plan what I'm going to wear, and then go from there. I know I usually plan my outfits around either my bag or my accessories. I know, I'm so weird. And it's funny because like I'll actually buy things so that I can wear my accessories. So like I bought this cream jacket so I could wear my brooches with them. I know, I'm so. And anyways, so I like this box. I know it's a little bit deep for the purpose that I'm using it, but on my vanity it looks really cute. So what I will do is I will actually place them all inside here, and so you can actually see them from the sides. And they go around this little button. So if you could see that. It goes, I actually put them all around in the circle. Okay? Or just along the edges. Oops. And so right in the middle, if you can see that there's like this big space right here, what I'll do there is I will actually put the earrings that my sister gave me for my birthday last year, and I'll put that in the middle so that everything is there, so that when I close it and I sit this on my vanity, I can still continue to see all the pieces that I have, and they're not exposed to air. I know, because I know just one of the things that that I like to do is I just like to prevent as much. I doubt that there's going to be any issues if I expose them to air, but you know, I just try to minimize like that, and then you know, like the dust factor and all that stuff. So as much as possible, I try to protect my things as much as I can. And the other thing that I wanted to mention before I let you guys go is that I know I had mentioned that I purchased one of my pieces pre-loved. If you guys are interested, I do typically will always get my pieces authenticated before I purchase or right after I purchase. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I can give you the name of the lovely woman who helps me or who I use for authenticating, so I can make sure that you know, that I'm paying for what I'm paying for what I'm getting. I'm getting what I pay for. That's how it's supposed to go. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys use any of your pieces differently, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.